So apparently this is from the Titanic. Yes, folks, this was sent down to me quite some time ago now. Apparently it is a bolt from the Titanic. And, you know, I kind of sort of looked at it a few times and thought to myself, it's quite possible, you know? And I get sent some really strange and cool things. Like this, from the Mary Rose. 19th of July, 1545, it sank. I believe you. And it was raised in 1982. So what I thought I would do today, folks, is try to incorporate this piece of Mary Rose chunk that's been at the bottom of the sea for quite some time, and this rusty old Titanic bolt. Not too sure when this was raised or how anyone acquired it. I suppose the same as this, really. But now what I'm about to try to do for you today, folks, has never, ever been done before by me. Folks, I'm just jumping in here real quick just to ask you if you wouldn't mind checking out the new how-to app on the App Store. If you can't find it under how-to, just search Makers Central and it will pop up with how-to. It's a great app if you want to learn crafts and find tutorial-based projects. Come and find me in there and give me a follow. Links below. So, I found this on the internet, printed it off with the hope that I can make this from our historical bolt and piece of wood. So there is our Titanic bolt so far. So I've given it a bit of a bash and a bit of a squish down. The idea now is we take one of these, place this like that, isn't it? So I need to be able to drill into this to put our Mary Rose piece of wood. So I'm going to need to be able to drill into there. Now I know it doesn't look like much yet, but I'm hoping it will do. Did you know I got some new merch? It's a waffle. So is that. I'll leave links below. Okay, so this is how far we've got. I've just done a bit of sort of shaping, cutting with the grinder and on the belt sander. So I've just sprayed this again, so I've just laid this back down on here. I did that off camera, sorry. Put it on there and then just sprayed it again. So we can kind of see the outlines of where we got to cut. So it's a bit wibbly wobbly there, I don't know why that is, but kind of needs to be, I suppose that's why. I'll just try and make it up. But this bit needs to be a bit round here. Obviously we need to cut that out of there, and then that little bit, shape that around there, and then obviously a little bit more down on the blade this side. Now with all this blacksmithing, I've got myself a little bit dirty.
Bartender, I'm looking for that no good cheating blacksmith. You seen him?
I mean, it's a dirty job, but someone's got to do it. I think it's time for me to have a bit of a clean up and use my dirty man's hands, although it's only for your hands. Probably not going to help me in this situation. But you never know. Get yours at the how-to shop. Just to let you know, I have no idea what I'm doing. Now that is looking a lot better, don't you reckon? Now I'm not an expert at any of this, as I said before, but I think that's turned out pretty well so far. Obviously we've got a lot more work to do yet, but it's pretty close. It's pretty close to this. I mean, you know, it's not, I know it's not perfect, but it's not too bad. I've got a bit more shaping up to do yet anyway. So yeah, I know all you metal experts out there will be going, oh Nick, you shouldn't have done it like this. Please go easy on me. I mean, it's my first go. Right, so I don't know if you noticed, but some of you may not, but off camera, wasn't really happy with the shape of the point, so I shaved it a little bit more with the Dremel and used my new little cutters here, little metal cutters, just to sort of give it a little bit more, I don't know, a little bit more shape, like a little bit of a dagger, kind of a little bit like it is there, you know, so. I mean, I know it's not exactly like that, but it's similar. So this needs a bit more sharpening up. I've just sort of done that bit really. I've just put the hole in here as well. It's a little bit too tight to that side. So a little bit of a mistake there. Probably should have, but I mean, that's a small hole, you know, really, really small. So, but I think I've got a plan for that. Anyway, I've got an idea. Potentially, that might look quite cool. So, and there's a little dagger, so I'd have sharpened that. Oh, it's pretty sharp, actually. So, yes, it's coming on, folks. Look at this. The Titanic bolt. Right, so I think that's all we need to do for this so far. I've got a bit of polishing up to do. Just obviously a bit more sharpening to make that a bit sharper. It's not too bad, but it's not fully sharpened yet. And then I need to polish this up as well a bit more because I've just now, you know, put the burr on it again and scratched it all off. So I did sharpen it. I did polish it earlier on, but then I decided to go back and ruin it again. Right, so there's our Mary Rose chunk. I just thought, we have got some pre-historical ships in this workshop today. So, what we need to do now is just use a little chunk of this to make the handle. Then obviously there's some patterns on it as well. So this is going to be tiny. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this in the lathe because I need to take a little slithering off the end. So I've got a little idea for that. Couple of little ideas for that. And then we need to try and make a really nice, cool looking kind of handle for this. So this is probably going to be in 2 pieces. I mean, it's not like a proper like wielding axe or anything. So, you know, it's not really, we're not really making it for war or to be used. It's just really for kind of a little, I don't really know what it is really. It's just a mini axe. So now I've created these little side bits from the Tudor rose, Mary rose. Got a little top to put on the top. And the handle. That's turned out pretty cool, isn't it? I mean, it's like rusticy, which is good. And I sort of like put the old detailer in there so you can get a bit of detail from it. So this is the original one that we were kind of going by. So, I mean, it's not, you know, it's not dead perfect. I mean, it's not like exact, but it's not bad. And then obviously these bits here, whether or not that's wood or not, I don't know, but mine is. So that's going to be in there. And then I've got the little top, which is fairly similar. And obviously our little Titanic bolt turned war axe.
You feel that hole deep down inside you?
Not Lorax. the Titanic war axe. Yes, I have a new background. It's taken me a while to get this like this. It's not quite finished yet, but I wanted to change it up a bit and kind of have something a little bit more up to date. Displaying a few of my things that I've made and obviously some of the stuff that people have sent me. So thank you. More about that a bit later. I hope you like this one, folks. This actually turned out pretty well. I mean, let's face it, I'm no Bobby Duke. And I know some of you are thinking that, but obviously, yes, I've been inspired by Bobby, who hasn't, you know, and many other makers. But when someone sent this bolt down to me, I think it's been here for years. And then this Mary Rose chunk of wood, I think it was given to me at Maker Central. It's just been sat on the shelf for ages, and I thought, you know what, one day, Nick, I'll make something with that. And I really wanted to challenge myself to make something like an axe or a sword or something miniature. So I found that, and I think actually I'm quite chuffed with it, really. It's definitely worth a little trumpet blow from me. Yes, I have my trumpet right in view. So yeah, have a look at the background there. There's loads of stuff going on. Lots of lights, got my new little Zametti sign. And yeah, I think it's just a bit different, isn't it, really? I've got loads of stuff over here as well, which you can't really see. But there we go. Little how-to sign that someone gave me at Maker Central. Loads of stuff going on over there. And some more stuff over there. So you can't really see all of it, but you can see most of it. So, folks, please, if you did like this video and enjoyed it, please could you give us a thumbs up and a comment below as to what your thoughts were on this make, build, crazy. I mean, that is so mad that there's 2 historical ships in this one axe. Now, surely that has got to make history. I reckon they should put this in a museum. I mean, it's sharp, but not really sharp. I did my best with the sharpening. I'm not greatest at sharpening stuff, but that's pretty sharp. Sorry I haven't put a video up for a little while, but I've been working on a really big project, which is over there. And it's taken a little bit of time and materials and stuff. And this one actually took me, I don't know, a bit of time, but I'm chuffed to have finished it for you. And it's turned out fairly well, I think. So there you go, folks. The miniature war axe from Titanic bolt and Mary Rose wood. Thanks to whoever gave me this piece of wood and obviously the bolt as well. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. Please check out my new merchandise. As always, folks, don't forget the how-to app is out there. If you're looking for a place to find some new crafts to learn, the how-to app is completely free. You can download it. If you can't find it, there are links below, but if you search for Maker Central on the App Store, you'll find it. It will pop up as how to. For some reason, it's just not indexing quite right yet. So, but I would love to see a few of you on there. Come and follow me and many other makers. And if you fancy chucking up a snap or a how-to, that would be really cool. You can also submit yourself a verification request as well for a blue tick. Just fill in the forms on the ncmcard.com website, which I'll leave links below as well. If you fancy a little blue tick, why not? I've got one. Thanks for watching, folks. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you for the next one.